I hate that word. Probably. I really hate that word. I wouldn't put your money on the police. He's full of fear. Probably too scared to take a risk. And he could turn us in if you told him too much. And we'd be the biggest schmucks in the galaxy. Can you just say you hate that word, probably? You really don't have a choice here, Pete. These peeps are too spoiled and afraid to take risks. I know we wouldn't. All I'm saying is that we should go find out all of this. Let's go find out how common this is before we say something we regret.
Duke did everything the exact way he did before he entered the dream world. And the crew watched the same clips of boat crash as they did last time.
Wait, we're going to have to cause a boat crash every time we enter this reality? That's a bad dreamer. Stop, quit. So we just watched 2 hours of ship crashes for nothing. Come on. I should have realized. Going to have to go to art school, become professional animators, recreate 2 hours of the world we just saw in a cartoon. That could work, but they wanted us to make a movie for them anyways. So we can do two things at the same time. Who's here good at memory?
Everyone but Francois lifted up their hand.
Okay, 2 or 3, not bad. And we're good at creating animation by then.
Yeah, that's been a secret hobby of mine for years.
Well, see, those skills need a bit of a touch up in school, but as far as I can see, I think we can get started on this right away.
The 4 of them started drawing every still frame in their mind they could think of in that place. Weeks passed, and they all drew out 873 pages, what they had seen. Duke started the animation process and let CJ and Graham know he needed 4,000 more still frames for the next hour of cartoon.
So, it's agreed. We only create 1 hour and 15 minutes of footage. You just watch it on repeat. It should be enough. Yeah, sounds good. Francois, I want a full-length script written up by the end of next week.
Alright, on it. Remember that Marcel the Russian book? I figured we could use the 50 pages I've already written up.
Good. Great. We're going to meet Judy Merritt when we get down there.
They finished their drawing, animating, and writing in 2 months and watched the animation they created 5 times for a total of 6 hours and 15 minutes of replays.
Alright, now that is done, Duke, you need to do exactly what you did last time you entered the dream world. Then let's get started here.
Duke did his laundry the way he did last time, taking each article of clothing out in the exact order and way he grabbed it. He walked on the same part of the steps he did that day, and everything he did written on the list down to the littlest detail.
Great, Duke. Have you been meditating on the place you visit for hours? This is your dream world, remember? Yeah, just finished.
They hooked themselves up to the dream machine and tried their hardest to picture themselves back in the place they had been. Suddenly, they were put back, but in different places in Albert City. They each entered on all 4 opposing sides of the city. CBJ was in the north, Graham in the east, Duke in the south, and Francois in the west. The town was glowing in light, as if not having Christmas lights was illegal. CBJ, Duke, and Graham immediately started asking everyone where the Bombarian restaurant was. Francois forgets what the restaurant is called and ends up aimlessly walking around downtown, which is blaring with music and multicolored lights from every direction. He can barely be heard by people walking by him, and only manages to stop 4 people that have no idea what he's talking about. CJ, Duke, and Graham meet at Bombarians and wait 3 hours for Francois to show up. But nobody comes! They play music often in Madge's phone. Imagine They play music off an imagined phone and get spotted by Albert and important looking men in black suits with Bluetooth headsets in their ears on a bad song. Albert does your mother knows blasting, and their intense mad scientist like images quickly turn into happy-go-lucky SpongeBob SquarePants types. These people were mentioning. How's it going, Pete? Where's the other people in your group? Graham awkwardly and slowly leans forward, turning the music off in a peaceful samurai type of way. Petrol, you must have forgotten what the restaurant was called, where it was. Sorry to hear. Glad you're back, though. These are a couple of my family. We are all interested in how you got back here and what that's all about. Meet Craig and Hank. Hey, Pete, it's nice to meet you. I've heard the crazy things, and I'm not going to be rude, but in truth, for whatever you're working on, we can supply all the minds and tools you need to get it done. That's as if you can show us some proof Albert isn't making anything up about you, Pete. Duke kicks himself up only for Graham to sit him down and restrain him forcefully but slowly like an overexcited child. This is no time for magic tricks. This lie's gone too far. Lie, but. Yes, you lied. Because we need help studying dreams and thought we'd use the leverage we had to convince you when we saved all those people with our skill. Okay. Ha!
Ain't not the first time we've seen stuff like this. You wouldn't believe the trapdoors we've seen in places and objects.
Yes, we've seen the trapdoors in the trapdoors. Ha ha ha. Good old trapdoors, right?
Yeah, what would you be do without them, right? I mean, I love magic tricks. Could you show me one right now?
Duke jumps up with his chest sticking out like an overconfident lion. Graham quickly sits him down again. Sorry, we didn't bring our equipment. Oh, well, that's okay, yeah? We can bring you down to the arts and auction section of city. Do you want to check it out? I heard you people come from out of town now. We have 15 buildings dedicated to showcase magicians such as yourself. We have every type of tool you can think of. A team to set you up your magic check, and an audience that tunes in seeing magicians every couple hours. Wow, you do that for us? You haven't even seen our act. Oh, don't you know we showcase almost any talent anyone has to offer almost all hours of the day? I mean, everybody has a different taste. I see a red when you see a gray. Colorblind people just have brain deformities and false memories. It's been a decade since we've seen anyone good, so might as well try every taste to find that good one again.
As you probably heard, anything to kill the boredom, right? I'm surprised you haven't heard of the arts and acting set portion of our city. Skyscrapers have 60 floors now. Boy, oh boy, guys really need to get out of here.
Yeah, I guess we do. Sorry, we're busy. In fact, we have reservations for a table of 5. Another place with Albert. In the late evening. We got to go for it. Are you going to be staying here with your friends, Sam? Or do you want to join us for the pet priest?
No, I'm not busy. Sure, I'll join you, Pete, now.
We're going to go look for Francois, so that's what we mean by pet. We need to collect our missing friend. He doesn't really know this place too well.
Okay, well, I'll help you look. Mind if my friends tag along? Actually, Albert, we should get to going. But it was a good catching up with you, though. And great job on those crime report numbers. You are really keeping this city clean for us. Good job. Keep it up. Everyone left the restaurant. They asked Albert where it was they first met the 2 people in black suits.
Before I say anything, explain to me why you peeps had nothing to share. You made me look like a big schmuck back there. Sorry. And we'll reasonably explain all of this. We're investigating dreams and recording them. That's all I got to say then. Don't worry about what we do. We're from a place with few resources, and we're trying to help our people because of the sick. Most of our people like us in that place is like put in place a few resources, and we're trying to help our people because this is it. Most of all people, like us, in places like this. What do you plan on doing? Bring them and your people to all our past offer. Deliver but giver, right? I notice you cover our place and might misinterpret our well-being. I understand, but how much of that was a lie? Magic machines don't exist. Any magic that exists is created by our own subconscious to keep it from bouncing off the wall. The United Subconscious, that is. The United Subconscious, wait, what? I'm still so confused.
Graham puts his arm across Duke's chest, slightly holding him back, and decided to tell Albert only what he needed to hear.
The truth is, God puts us in our own little reality, save resources across the universe. Some of us have a lot less control on what we do depending on how much we do bad deeds. Albert, this is all a dream world inside someone's head. What? I can't believe that. Don't believe it. We're still trying to confirm it too. We're just trying to give you an explanation of why we're so passionate about dreams, increasing metaphorically and physically. How do you know all this? Because haven't you felt you can control your surroundings based on the quality of your thoughts? Have you ever examined how drastically things change when you think completely opposite of how you did not that long ago? Don't you think it shouldn't matter how opposite it is as long as your heart's in the right place?
Suddenly, Albert realized all the weird things he saw that happened because of changes in his thoughts and little changes in actions. It seemed as if it actually was all in his head.
Wow, I kind of know what you're talking about. As if it's all in your head. Yeah. Well, how are you telling me all this then? It seems kind of counterintuitive if this place is trying to control me. That's the thing. It's not like no one's here as much as it seems no one's here. You see, everyone has this magic power energy. And it's not that they're there and this environment is trying to control you, but everyone in this environment is so busy with everyone else, it wants you to control it. What happened to magic does to this? You see, that's where we walk the line. You know that you can do whatever you want. You could technically accomplish any of the things all the other humans accomplish. You could run to the streets and bang your fist on the concrete if you really wanted to. What does this mean? Well, it means as long as you remember you're in someone's mind, and that all you need is to be the most worthy person in that being's mind to be put in the position you want to be in, then you can obtain any position as long as you do what's just and necessary to put yourself in that position. You see, the magic is, there is no magic. Just choice, knowledge, and opportunity, which could all translate to the gathering of information. You hear people go on about acceptance and truth, it all means that the gathering of information. You can't lie to yourself. And we all know what's worthy, we're worthy of, because it takes too much resources to calculate every little thing we've done. These are some of the most profound thoughts I've come up with, and why we love dreaming so much. We feel what we're worthy of seeing, and you can help us bring that to your life if you gather some people to record their dreams of it. That was quite profound, but I still feel like you people are messing with me. We're honestly not. We're thanking you by attempting to help us, sharing what we can help you with. Just go home and think about what you found so profound about that thing. You're probably tired of looking for our friend anyway. What about dinner and a half? Going to have to cancel it.
Everyone gets tired later on in the night. They all start screaming Francois like sad howling dogs. Sure enough, 15 minutes later, Francois screams back, "Over here! Come check out this store that only sells teapots. I mean, what a waste of infrastructure."
Francois, good to see you, man. Waste of infrastructure?
Couldn't remember the name of that restaurant.
It's called Barbarian for future references.
Alright, good to know. This night has been so long. What did I miss anyways?
Well, government agents were on us like that. So we thought we better lay low and get Albert off our backs.
What did you tell Albert?
The only part of the truth he could handle, that he lives inside God, and basically his dreams are the reason for everything.
Okay, well, where do we go from here? Where are we going to? We're going to hire a tour guide to take us to all the scientific high spots. Where are we going to get the money? We're going to the community centers, taking their bottles to the bottle depot and using it on tour guide and dream food. They make a couple bucks in the dream world and call a tour guide. Hello, I'm Brandon. I know where one of my friends that has an AI booth is, but that's about all. Hopefully, the friend can lead us to another friend. He's just to the right. He's just to the right of the hall, up the hall. The walls were bland and slightly yellow. They turned the corner and robots with 6-foot-long arms surround this red curly-haired man. Steve! Brandon, what can I do you for? Looking for your friends that are involved in renewable energy sources and quantum computers. I got some customers looking for anything high-tech. High-tech, eh? Did you say high-tech? We got all the high-tech stuff you'll need right here. Well, if you're serious buyers, that is. No, we don't want air. We want supercomputers. Aha! Yes. That is what the doctor said. Well, I'll look no further. A lot of these AIs have supercomputer screens built right into them, for the same price as any computer worth the getting. It makes them easy to control, and you can use your computer robot for basically anything. Thanks, but we're looking for something really specific. Okay, tell you what. Since you sound like a big ticket of buyers, and you're looking for something exotic, obviously I can take you to the main supplier's factory if my two friends can't help you find anything else. Sounds good. Are you going to get us right away? No, but I can give you their numbers. They get the numbers. Give them a call and don't get an answer. They search 3 floors and find no one. They might not be here. I think they mentioned they have a thing to do. Think. Look, why do people always associate uncertainty with the most complex thing in the entire universe? Think human thought. Really shows how much we take surety for granted. Yes. Anyways, you people look tired. You should come check out the factory, huh? Yeah, sure. Sounds good. They leave, and on the way there, Steve gives his friends non-business sales to a suspicious CBJ. How far is the factory? Just up the hill. How much money do you have to spend? Hey, too personal. I mean, you really think we want you to try and squeeze us for every dime we got? Sorry, you force a habit. They pull up to a silver 100-foot-tall building surrounded in flower beds. They pull up to a silver 100-foot-tall building surrounded in flower beds. Let me call my boss to come down and give us some really good deals. No, I mean, okay, just let me call your friends at the convention center one more time. What? Let's go show you around the factory, actually.